What's going on? It's Trav Moody here with the Toy Kind of Mood. We got new Jada Toy Street Fighter 2 listings that have been leaked. Wave 3 and 4 box reveals and a Mega Ken review from yours truly. Of course, Street Fighter 2 Ultra, the final Challengers Ken Masters review. But before that, we had London Toy Fair just over a week ago with some new box images revealed. And a special shout out to Peps Antonio, Rick D or Richie. Probably botched that, but you can correct me in the comments. Yeah, he's from the Jada Toy Street Fighter Facebook group. The rest of Wave 2 has Dalsim, complete here with the extended arms and legs. Gonna be tremendous, and it's not a deluxe, so that's super rad. And then, of course, the foe of all foes, M. Bison. Real cool there, Wave 2. Can't wait till these launch. I believe M. Bison has been spotted, at least with factory pictures, overseas. Getting into Wave 3, we got some new box images for Cammy, and I believe she even fell. Poor Cammy. But we got a great picture of Cammy before the injury. And DJ looking super dope. And then Guile and Vega, maybe my two most anticipated in the bunch. Of course, Guile, I mean, he's a Joe, right? Yo, Joe. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And then Vega, if you watch the most anticipated Figures of the Year show, was definitely up there. Probably my most anticipated figure, period. And then getting into deluxe. These are deluxe. The rest are not. It is Blanca and Sagat, so that will be a separate wave there, a deluxe wave, if you will, separate from 3 and 4. 3 and 4 will have 4 figures. As you can see, Sagat has that tiger shot effect piece. London Toy Fair seems like a good time. We got listings. New listings have been revealed. We got Violent Ken. We got Fei Long second look and Pink Chun Li second look. These are all going to be next level, which means they'll be available on Jada Toys next level. Violent Ken, much like Evil Ryu, got 3 head sculpts, that larger purple Hadouken effect, a purple Soryuken lightning effect, and 2 barrels. 2 unique barrels for your diorama set play, 1 regular and 1 busted. Of course, you might remember these from the Ken stage or that infamous bonus stage where you're going to bash these barrels to smithereens. Real cool there. And then we go from Violent Ken to Violet Fei Long. Fei Long, this one, the second on the next level, has 2 new sets of hands, a set of flat hands and a pair of mic holding hands, kind of like we call them WWE Elites, but they're for nunchucks. So that's a new addition there. And he's got a new woo head, speaking of WWE, and the flame effect looks slightly different as well. As far as Chun Li, as mentioned, she's pink, comes with 3 additional head sculpts, including an awesome celebration head for the blue OG Lee. So yes, 2 head sculpts, the victory, yappa! And, but yeah, real cool that they included one for the OG Chun Li so it can complete in your collection. And there's the new Kikukin projectile effect and a victory yatta hand sculpt. There is a listing for a second Chun Li figure, Red Chun Li, and while the other listings say next level, they'll probably be Jada store exclusives in the US, but this Red Chun Li Player 2 might be a general release, or more likely, like the Palmart Player 2 Ryu, will be another store's exclusive without those additional accessories. So we'll see about all that. But hey, maybe Red Chun can get Jada to make that blue Blanca so they can hang out in the rumored G.I. Joe classified Thunder Machine. How about that? Let's see a crossover, guys. Let's do it. Even if it's unofficial, we'll get it done. That brings us to Wave 1, Ryu, Fei Long, and Chun Li. Wave 2, Ken, Bison, and Dalsim. Wave 3 and 4, DJ, Cammy, Guile, and Vega, possibly split into 2 waves. According to Jada Toys designer June, he had an interview with Veebs, formerly of the Whoosh. He said that Wave 3 is in tooling right now, should be out by the summer, early fall at the latest, and Wave 4 is most likely due by the end of the year 2024. And of course, we have that deluxe Wave 1, Blanca and Sagat. And in the future, June said that the line, once we get past these OG Ultra Street Fighter 2 characters, could be mixed between the 2D era, Street Fighter Alpha and Third Strike, and then that 3D era. Of course, most likely Street Fighter 6, since that just released. And by the way, we had Jivo. Shout out to Daniel for winning that one. All right, so if you watched my Paul Mart exclusive Player 2 Ryu review, then you more or less know the deal with this figure, but there is some new tooling, of course, new head sculpts, new paint, and whatnot. So look, right away, we have that arcade style packaging, as you see by the image here, and then in hand what it looks like the final challengers. Just kind of giving you a, you've seen this all. If you're watching this review, I guarantee you've seen this box. And then there you go, pretty clean on the back. And then all the fighters. Don't you wish G.I. Joe did this with Classified, like back in the day, like the retros? I mean, even the retro G.I. Joe, would be cool to have them all there, right? So that's super dope. Obviously, we just covered that we're getting most of these, some of these figures like Zangief and Balrog Nakuma. That might be a teaser for you right there. So for Ken, we have the background stage at the harbor, folks cheering him on. So just a quick look at that. All right, and now we're taking a look at Ken right out of the box. I said it before, these figures just feel amazing for the $24.99 that you pay. Arguably the best line for the money, besides maybe Classified, and it's become maybe, man, it's just under Marvel Legends as our favorite line on the channel besides Joe. So it quickly shot up the ranks past some of the other toy lines, but we're loving what we see so far. And it's crazy because there's only 5 figures out and only really like 3 characters. I mean, you want to count Evil Ryu as a different character, that's cool. So right away, we have Ken's select screen head sculpt. He's smiling, he's feeling a little cocky. And yeah, due to that musculature you get on the chest, it seems like there's some different paint applications, but to me it really does look the same, but I could see how it could be jarring to those a little more picky. Yeah, and there we go. We got our angry battle combat mode sculpt. See that? I mean, is it just me? Is it the lighting, or the neck just a little lighter than the head sculpt? Now it looks like it matches the body, and the face sculpt's a little bit darker. I'm okay with that. You're never going to know back here while they're in fight mode, And one thing you should want to take note is the hair. There's more flow in the back on this one. You could see some of the wings on the hair sticking out. A little more movement there, a little more hair flow, as this is more of a He-Man straight down. So, but yeah, just to compare the two sculpts right there, both excellent. If you're okay with this hyper imaginative, anime, super expressive style, then you're going to love it. And if we want to compare the two angry sculpts, angry, not evil Ryu, and angry Ken, but not violent. Not quite all the way violent Ken, but yeah, just comparing those sculpts. And as mentioned earlier, Ken is mostly reused, but there is new tooling, and since I've got Ryu over here, let's just show it. You've got the torn gi for Ryu, those rips and shreds, and you get a nice clean one for Ken. Kind of, as you can see, even more there, a little bit. Overall, we still get that nice soft PVC plastic. It has like a vinyl look. Same belt, I believe, except we have the lettering there, the kanji. But overall, it is the same belt. And then the gi, yeah, just separate tooling there for the shoulders. And then the same is applied to the pants. Got new tooling on the pants, different lower legs there with the pants above the feet. So same feet, but yeah, just you see those tears and rips in that gi. Ryu's a little more gritty than Clean Boy Ken here. Of course, double pinless all the way if you missed the other review and you're new to Jada Toys. So just awesome. Got butterfly joints, double elbows, no pins there. Looking good. You got all this expressive muscle. It's really good. Double knees, pinless joints. There you go. Got an ankle swivel. Rocker would go back and forth, swivel up and down, spin it around. You could take this gi off if you want. I guess I'm going to do it. It's a pain in the butt. Then he shows a little you know what. I don't want to say it on air. Don't want to get demonetized. Ab crunch. There you go. A little bit of a waist swivel. It's nice and tight. It's on a ball. So yeah, looking good. We've got our flame effect. Hadouken. Flame effect runs yellow to a nice crisp light orange to a burnt orange, almost reddish. It's the same one as Ryu. And the Ryu one had hints. It's almost like a Sonic the Hedgehog. It had hints of dark blue. But yeah, essentially the same effect. It's on the acrylic stand. And there's a look at all 4 major blast effects we've got. And much like Ryu, Player 2 Ryu, Evil Ryu, Ken comes with both fisties. And as you can see, the Hadouken hand. So real cool shot of these 2 icons going to war. So Ken Masters, while essentially a repaint of what we got before in Ryu, of course we got Ken's face sculpts. He still serves his purpose. He's still excellent. Just the paint wash, the feel of everything. The contrast between the gi and the rest of them just fits in the line. There's no wonder that this Ken is arguably the hardest action figure to find at Target stores right now. I've got to go 4.5 out of 5 highball whiskeys for my dude Ken. So if you dug this video on the new Jada Toys Street Fighter 2 listings leak, Wave 3 box reveals, and the Ken review, please like. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And hit that bell for new show notifications. We go live every Wednesday and occasionally on Saturday and Thursday. Happens, that's why you got to set that bell, guys. It's Travis Moody for Toy Kind of Mood. Stay tuned. We've got a show Wednesday night and Thursday, another week with 2 episodes. So check us out for all things Masters of the Universe. It's Motu Revolution review in new Masterverse. Will this new show save the toy line for 155 and 156? Is G.I. Joe Day. Big mystery. We'll see what happens on Thursday morning. But anyway, join us both nights, 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern. And we'll catch you guys then or in the Toy Owl. Peace.